Hello, everybody. In today's video, I'm going to cover some discussions we've been having on social media about the future yield rates of Centric Rise CNR. At the moment, we've been enjoying double-digit yield rate months, and the Centric Rise tokens have been yielding double-digit yields of CNS, additional CNS, every single hour. But one of the questions that came up was related to the white paper. But before we get to the white paper, I want to touch on a few things and kind of walk you through a few things on the website. The first is the yield calculator. This is at centric.com/yield-calculator, where you can track your Centric Rise CNR investment. And right there in the center of the page is a drop-down menu. And you can track your investment for a month, for 2 months, 3 months, or for a year. And these double-digit yield rate months are very attractive for all of us who are holding Centric Rise CNR, myself included. Will they be double-digit yield rates forever? Short answer is no. And when we talk about the life of Centric, we also sometimes talk about the different chapters or phases of Centric. And right now we're in the adoption or growth phase. And as new users are coming into the network all the time, they're wanting to move from Centric Swap CNS, our traded token, into Centric Rise so they can take advantage of these hourly yields. And if we look at the price blocks, these are on the key metrics page at centric.com/metrics at the very bottom. It shows the current range or the current months of yield, and 15%. Into February, we're down to 14%, and then 13% in May, 12% in August, 11% in October, all the way out to down to 10%. But you see the progression, it's going down, and yet we're still enjoying double-digit yield rate months for Centric Rise CNR. Additional CNS being yielded every single month. And understand that's happening no matter where the users are holding their Centric Rise CNR tokens, whether they're being held in the native Centric wallet, another compatible wallet, or they have their CNR staked in a platform somewhere. Those CNR tokens are enjoying that hourly yield of additional CNS. Another excellent resource is the Explorer, explorer.centric.com. And if you go to the upper middle there where it says data and click on price blocks, you can actually review all the price blocks going back into the past as well as into the future. And you can analyze them based on where is Centric Rise CNR today? Where is it headed? Where has it come from? And this is a very helpful resource. The only other resource I'm going to share today, and I'm not going to click over to it, but just to make you aware of it, is centricfolio.com. And centricfolio.com, I'll include all of these links in the description notes, was actually created by a member of the Centric community. I always say we've got the best community in crypto, but I'm sure every project says that. But we have very amazing, intelligent, innovative people in our community. The last thing I'm going to highlight today is in the white paper, and I alluded to the chapters or phases of Centric, and right now we're in the adoption or growth phase, and the team calculates the price or the yield rate of Centric Rise CNR every month and then hard codes it to the blockchain about a year in advance. And for that reason, that builds in a lot of confidence. It's a fixed rate. We know where Centric Rise is headed. But what happens when we hit protocol consensus? There's that nifty term that we use at Centric, and protocol consensus is when CNS stabilizes at $1. What happens then? We move into the new phase. We move from the adoption phase into the sustainable phase or into the stability phase. And whether we call it the sustainable phase or the stability phase, at that point, the Centric team will be rounding out or leveling off the growth rate of Centric Rise at about 4% a year. And we say approximately because at that future point in time, when we hit the sustainable or the stability phase, the team's going to calculate the price blocks again at that time, and it'll be around 4%. Could it be less than 4%? Yes. Could it be more than 4%? Absolutely. And because of that, we like to kind of put it around 4%. and that'll do a lot of things. It'll hopefully stay ahead of inflation and provide an excellent yield rate for people who are still holding Centric at that future time. But with that, I'm going to stop the share and join you back over here. Just stay connected with Centric, and always remember that Centric is burning tokens every hour until Centric Swap CNS reaches $1. And with that, stay connected with us across social media, and we'll stay connected with you. Take care.